there, it's Shree from Shree's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make this really gorgeous self-closing box. I think that is fantastic. There's a good sized box in there, and all you do is pop it shut and it holds itself shut. Now this was made using Delightful Dijon, and the card, the DSP, was from Moroccan, it's just called Moroccan, and I love this paper, I really do. I think it's super. Look at that. I love the colours in here, I really do. But anyway, that's one of my favourites. Well, they're all my favourites, I love them all, but I think the box is a really good size, and this is such a beautiful little label set. So to make that, you need a piece of cardstock that measures 10.5 by 8.25. Okay, this is Sweet Sugar Plum, and then I've just taken a strip of the beautiful Falling in Love suite, and again this is a gorgeous, is this Falling in Love? Yes, Falling in Love, and I just love the colours in here. Again, it is just beautiful, so subtle, lovely paper, and that's the new one of the new DSPs in the Spring and Summer catalogue. And you can make the width. I've used 3 3/4, and that just leaves a small little border top and bottom. You can, if you want to, just do strips of DSP, and that would measure 4.25 by 1/2 inch wide, and then that would just be like little panels. But I just thought this was, I like the continuity of it. So we are going to score, take a nice trimmer, and we're going to score on the long side at 1 3/4, making sure you use the lighter blade because you don't want to cut it. 3.5, 5.25, 7, 8.75, and 10.5. Well, that's the size of the paper. Oh no, 10.5. Do beg your pardon. Oh my goodness me. So our paper is 11 inches. Did I give you the measurements correctly? 10.75 inches by 8.25 inches. Okay. So the long side we've just scored. So I'll just recap on the long side. We're scoring at 1.5, 3.5, 5.25, 7, 8.75, and 10.5. On the short side, we are going to score at 2 inches and at 6 5/8. So that's just over the 5.5. Okay. And now we're going to notch on the long side . So I confused myself for a moment. Yes, we're going to notch at, I'm going to do this, I want to do it on here, don't I? Sure, I can't remember if I do it on here or the scoreboard. So we're going to notch at 7/8 of an inch, and you're just going to notch at the top. So bring your pointer to the top and just notch a little bit at the top, because what we're going to do is we're going to do some diagonal scoring in a moment. So that's 2 5/8, notch, 4 3/8, notch, 6 1/8, notch, 7 7/8, okay, and 9 5/8. And that's just a tiny little notch. And then bringing in this steel ruler, we're going to go from the corner to the notch. And the light is so good in here I can barely see my notches. So corner to the notch, notch to corner. And you do really need to make it nice and neat. So from the corner to the notch, from the notch to the corner. You can use a stylus from the scoring board. I just have this handy, so I'm using this, my bone folder. And you're going to do that all the way across. Notch to corner, corner to notch, and notch to corner. Okay, pop that out of there, and now we're just going to fold and burnish our score lines nice and neatly, nice and crisply. Once we've done that, don't worry about the diagonals at the moment. I'm now going to pop this along the centre of my box. Now you can use your sticky strip, tear and tape, fast fuse, or you can use some Tombow. Tombow's good as well. I'm just using this because it's quick and it's easy for filming. And a nice piece across the centre, just to make sure that it adheres to the box. And then you are just simply going to pop it, align it to one edge, and just take it right the way across the box. And then I just simply go back and rescore the lines that I've just done to help with the DSP to sit nicely and give you a nice firm crisp line again. Now we can go and do these, and you do need to make sure that they're really nice and crisp diagonals, especially down into the corner, because it's the corners that are going to give you that lovely effect. Nice point at the top and a nice point at the bottom, like so. And it doesn't need any ribbons or anything to hold it shut. It does that all itself. And I just think it's a different sort of box. It makes a change, and you could put a nice tall candle in there, say for Mother's Day is coming up, Valentine, or just to someone that you care about, just to say, hi, I'm thinking of you. And there is the shape of our box coming along now. Taking our snips, which I seem to have misplaced mine, the very bottom small rectangle we are going to remove completely. We don't need that. And then we cut up these as this forms the base of our box. So just cut each of our bottom score lines. Like so. And pop some tear and tape or some fast fuse, whichever one you like. I'm going to use some tear and tape. And you pop that from top to bottom along your score line. Okay. Removing your backing paper, if you can. And construct your box, and making sure that your lines, especially here and here, match perfectly, because it will make a difference when you come to folding in your box at the top. Now you are going to need something to sit. Well, I find it easier if I just sit the box on a ribbon. I can't remember if it's this ribbon I use, or this one's a little bit too big. So I'm going to get a good faithful glass out that I have all my bits and bobs in, and just slip my box over it just so it's easier to fold. Now this is the back of my box and this is the front, so they're going to be the last ones that I adhere down. And I'm just, now you can use Tombow or whichever adhesive you prefer, really, it's entirely up to you. I'm just going to do this because it'll be quicker than using Tombow, because I'd have to sit and wait for it to set. So I'm just, believe it or not, going to put a piece of sticky strip on every one but the bottom one. That's why I'm going round and round in circles, so I'm not going mad, honestly. I'm just going to go round and round, putting some adhesive on each of these tabs. Okay, so as I say, this is the back, this is the front, so we'll leave them to last. This is your bottom one. So taking your backing off, you're just now going to align these two together, and you've got it nice and firm, so you know that it's pretty good shape. And again, take off backing paper. That one, and you're always going to go opposites. So bring those down and align them. And again, your front end, but that's the back one, so we want this one on top. So removing the backing, and on the front, just and align it again, making sure it's all nice and neat. And then taking your ruler, just go in and make sure it's all pressed down really neatly, and then you're going to pop your sides out and just triangle in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and it will, if you keep going, once it, the hardest one is the seam, and once you've got that one, you'll be fine. It'll just pop itself together. Isn't that super? I think that's fabulous. And now, just to decorate it, this one I just used some lovely gold thread because I think it just went with the paper. And this one I'm going to use some baker's twine, but I'm also going to use some very vanilla, because that's supposed to be very vanilla. I don't think it matches perfectly, but I don't like the white with it. And I'm going to take this set and I'm going to use my D block, which I think is the one I use the most. And I'm going to take the oval and some sugar, sweet sugar plum ink the stitching up, pop that onto my card, clean my stamp and pop that one away. And this one I used the little flowers, which is what I'm going to use this time, but it has one that has the flowers or the dotted, but I'm going to use the flower one because I really like that one. So there's my flower one, and I'm going to pop that on my B block, ink it up well across the centre. Oh, isn't that lovely? So pretty. And as I said, that we have some flowers that match. Again, ink it up. I'm just going to pop this one a bit lower. And you could colour these flowers in. It's entirely up to you, but I just think that's so dainty, so very dainty. And we're going to use, I think he was on that one, so we're going to use, because we've only got a strip, hello little baby, happy birthday. We'll put a happy birthday in there, make it a birthday box. So again, I'm going to line that up on my grid paper, ink it up, pop it in. Happy birthday. Isn't that lovely? Absolutely beautiful. And then now you have several, you've got some little butterflies, you've got flower spray, some stars. This one's like a sunshine, and this is like a burst, which you could quite easily pop on top there, like that, which I think is lovely as well. But I'm just going to use the ordinary one. So again, pop all your bits and pieces out of the way, bring in your big shots, and pop it on your plate, aligning it as best you can. Top plate on and pop it through. Pop it through, and so I pop it back because I haven't got enough room to pop it out. Well, I hope that went through enough. Yes, I did. And we put that's out of the way. And it even puts the hole in there for you, so you literally can just then. So I'm going to use some baker's twine. So pop your baker's twine through, and I'm just going to wrap it round. That's the back, so we want to be at the front. I'm just going to wrap it round a couple of times. It's just some I had left over from Project Life, but it's, oh no, this was a tin of cards. Okay, and then cut yourself the length off, bring it back through through your tag, like so. Now you can tie a bow, you can tie a knot. Dare I try and tie a bow? Shall I give it a go? What do you think? There. Not too bad. Not too bad. And there, and you just space your ribbon, your thread out as you would like. So it's all nice and spaced out like so. Just to give it a little bit of definition and something you could use the ribbon, that's fine. And I'm just going to take some little diamantes, because I do like me bling, and I'm going to use the medium size one in the centre of the flower, top and bottom, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Well, I think that's a beautiful box. I hope you do too. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to buy any of the products used in this project, there's a link to my shop below or on my blog, which is sherivescraftergirlsblog.wordpress.com. If you'd like to come and join my team, I'd love to have you on board. Now is a fantastic time to join, because you spend £99, but you also get £130 worth of goodies absolutely free. Plus, until March, you can have 2 free stamp sets as well, just for joining and being a demonstrator, and that's a fantastic offer in itself. Or during celebration, for every £45 you spend, you can get a product from our celebration catalogue absolutely free as well, which is one of these, I believe. I can't remember, is it this one? But they're absolutely beautiful. Well, I do hope you've liked this box. I think it's a super box. Until next time, take care. Bye.